Ain't nobody up this morning, huh? Maybe. Going for a walk. Yo. Good morning, everybody. I don't know, man. Just been getting up early. Hitting them 333s and them 444s. It's weird, man. It's a weird place to be. I don't know. I'm glad you're here too. Let me see here. I don't have my glass cane. Yeah, man. Just this world is a crazy place, right? Good morning. Hey, what's going on? Ain't seen you in a minute. JOA. Going for a walk this morning. I don't know. Man, yes it is. I keep getting up so early in the morning. I keep fighting it, you know. Things come across our walks are good, yeah, especially for these old bones, for real. I gotta start exercising more or whatever, but it's Grand Rising. Yeah, I don't, it's weird because JOA, I was watching, things come across our timeline, well, the recommended videos, and it was a clip of The Matrix when Agent Smith goes and sees the Oracle. I'm like, damn, let me go for a walk. Everybody, they don't get it. They don't get it, do they? They don't get what's going on. We do, though. We get what's going on, man. Not man. Yeah, I don't mean man like that, but you know what I mean. We get what's going on, but everybody else doesn't. It's so weird. This place feels so foreign now, you know? It just feels so foreign. You know? Like I don't belong here. Like it's time to get up out of this motherfucker for real, man. I'm not really enjoying this anymore. Golden Child's in the house. Am I telling it? Does anybody else feel like that? It's getting very weird. Not what I remember. Yeah, it's like I was talking to my sister yesterday and my son too, you know. My baby, I can't wait till he gets out so I can hug him again, you know. Me and my sister were talking about like when we were younger, we could just go outside and like see our friends, and it's just not the same. This place is not the same anymore, and that is very concerning to me. I don't know. I don't want to be sad about it, but you know, when we look at history and we think about it all, this happens every 2,000 years or something like that, where there's a shift. This shift that's going on right now, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. It just does. It just makes me feel so uncomfortable. So I'm going for a walk this morning. I'm glad to see you guys here. I'm not the only one that feels this way, man. This shit is crazy. People seem more rude. I believe in being kind. Yeah, me too. You know, you walk down the street. I say hey to everybody. People just look at me like I'm fucking crazy. What kind of shit is that? That's not what we're here for. We're failing this experiment. We really are. And that's why I was talking about it the other day, like the shift in the power. We're failing this experiment. We're supposed to be nice to each other. We're supposed to be here for each other. Nobody gets it. Civilizations go up and then they go down cycle. Yeah. We are in a tough one. Yeah, and listen, I keep saying that. I don't think that people really get it. Like, okay, so let's say like we're all here on a test, right? We're failing this test. You know, my sister said, well, do you think that God is like gonna flood the earth again? I said, well, he promised he wouldn't do that, but God can change his mind at any given time. You know, this is a real tough one. You're right. Yeah, and it really is, you know. And, you know, I try not to, I don't know. I just try not to be so upset and sad about it. But we're failing this test, y'all. We really are. And all it really takes is just to be nice to people, be kind, loving, caring. Is it that hard? It must be, huh? You know, I was thinking this morning that whatever, well, I don't know, whatever I came to do, I did. You know, and I'm not saying life is going to end for me or whatever, but sometimes I just feel like, man, it's a weird place to be. I see so much kind of hatred and evil in this world, man, and I don't like it. We need to support each other now. Make your words and actions encourage, comfort, and not tear down. Yeah, I believe that. I do believe that, friend. I don't know. You know, I keep thinking about what else can I do? You know, I'm not, you know, I told you guys I'm not really feeling like the tarot anymore. I gotta provide something else. But you know, the thing about it is that people aren't really responsive to anything other than toxicity. If I was on here right now and I was like, I'm gonna run the streets, I'm gonna beat somebody up and I'm gonna punch somebody in the face, everybody would be like, let me watch. No. I'm not with that. I'm not with all this. I'm really not. And you know, everybody's not gonna feel the same way because everybody's in different places, but I'm not with this whole toxicity shit, man. This shit is insane. I don't like it. We got wars going on that nobody knows anything about. We got this country now, we're regressing. And it's like, what are we doing here? This is crazy to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I really do. Because, you know, sometimes it does feel like, you know, we're not making a difference. And I know that I'm here to make a difference. I know that you are here to make a difference. But every little bit counts. I appreciate your videos really kind of brighten my day as well. Just ocean views, nature. I love to see that. And I guess, you know, a little bit at a time, but do you not feel like maybe, well, you know that saying, we're the last of the dying breed? We can't be the last of a dying breed. We got to keep it going, because without people like us, this world, man, I'm telling you, this shit, everybody's walking around like everything's fine, and, you know, commercialism and what else we got going on there? Not commercialism, I didn't want to say that, but capitalism. Everything is about money and power. If we look back in history, that's how everything was destroyed. Just I don't know. I've been getting up really early in the morning, and I've just been having these thoughts or whatever. You know, God speaks to me. So God tells me to do certain things. I'm like, why do you want me to do that? It's not going to work. And God just says, keep going. So if you're out there this morning, every little bit counts, because we're in this together. Well, not all of us. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us are in this together. We do have opposing forces on this planet. And I wish people would stop thinking that everybody is nice and kind and sweet, and that, you know, God sent us all here to be. No, this is a war, y'all. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just telling you what it is. There's an imbalance in this. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm so connected to people in this earth, man, and the outer realms. People can think I'm crazy all day long. I don't really care about that shit. I'm telling you what it is. History has already taught us, man. There's something, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to scare people. We sink or swim together, but pick your friends. Yeah, hello. I told my sister that yesterday, you know. Just now is the time to really kind of be mindful about who we know, because the devil appears in all kind of different ways, man. Be your family, be your kids, be your friends, be your lover, you know. And so, yeah, I appreciate you guys just being here with me. This sermon is a very big deal. And you know, even like for me, my discernment always tells me certain things, but I'm like, man, I don't want to believe that shit. Now, listen, it's still kind of like, because I want to see the goodness in people, but everybody's not good for us. Everybody's not. And sometimes this world just is, I don't know. You know, a lot of people do not like to hear the truth. You know, JOA, I see your post all the time, and I like them, and I'm just like, man, she, you know, keeping it real. A lot of people, you know, and if they don't see it, there's nothing that we can do about it. I see it. And I really kind of feel like we do our part we just do our part, you know? It's kind of like leading a horse to water. But now when we're leading a horse to water, there's not water in there. There's like liquor and crystal meth and drugs and shit, toxicity. Yeah, we'll lead the horse to water, but that's all people are leading the horses to, is like a bunch of bullshit, you know? Grand rising to you too, higher power. So yeah, there's definitely a shift going on, you know? We're conduits for it, or whatever the case may be. I should have brought the dog for a walk. But that's all I came on here to say this morning. You know, I'm just trying to encourage people just to like love everybody. Well, not love everybody, but not focus so much on but then if we don't focus on it, how do we change it? I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to find a way to do something different, man. Because everything, all this politics and bullshit, all this it's all fluff. It's all fluff. I don't really enjoy this shit. I used to love being on this planet. I used to love coming outside. I used to love seeing people and talking to people. And now it's just like, man, you know. But I think that's part of the plan, right? Wouldn't that be part of the enemy's plan, to separate us and to have people feeling weird? But you know what I really feel is these kids, man. When I look at my nieces and nephews, I'm like, man, I got to talk to them. I got to talk to them, because this is the future. They are so, it's kind of like everything is so, I don't know, man. Take the dog out next time. Walks and talks could be your thing. Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah, Vallejo with his cute self, my little nephew, my nephew dog. I don't like calling him a dog, but he's my nephew. He's a sweetheart. Yeah, I could take him for walks for my sister. Look at that cauliflower. See? Well, he's my nephew dog. He didn't wake me up this morning, but I'll probably take him for a walk. I don't know. It's me and my, I'm kind of hot-blooded, so I don't really like being out in the heat, but the weather's changing. It's fall time almost, so yeah. Oh, you thought, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, like my dog, my homeboy. No, like he's a dog. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just, you know, things are changing, man. And it's hard when things are changing, because then we have to adjust. But I know that, you know, some of us are just conduits here. Grid workers, whatever people believe, I don't know. But I don't like what I'm seeing in this world. So I get up early in the morning and I toss and turn, and I'm like, man, I don't want to think about this kind of stuff, and sometimes I don't even want to talk about it. So sometimes I just don't, you know. But thank you guys for being here with me for this morning walk, man. You know, we are here for one another. We have to be. We really do. We have to be here for one another. We're all going to need each other at some point. Good versus evil. Angels versus demons. It's coming. And people might say, "Oh, we don't want to promote negativity." Well, no, I'm promoting real reality. The reality is that if you look at everything that's going on in this world right now, shit is fucked up. Shit is really fucked up. I cannot. I just, when I was a kid, we never saw this kind of shit. You know. And the enemy is very good at making people believe that things won't get better or things can't get better. You know what? I'm not agreeing with the enemy, but sometimes, you know, we don't miss the water till the well runs dry. That's all I'm saying. But there's still time to keep that water in that well. We just have to figure a way to do it. Not for everybody, but that's all I'm saying. So, grand rising, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday. I love you guys very, very much. I'm gonna sit and talk to you guys for about 5 more minutes. I'm going back in the house. But yeah, that's all I came on here to say this morning. It's good to see you, JOA. You know, I fucks with you and everybody else in there. But you know, JOA, she's very, very good people. So it's about to be a good day, I suppose, right? It's gonna be a good day. Oh yeah, anytime, honey. I love, you know, it's the connections that we make with people, you know. It's kind of like, you know what I kind of have a vision about. So let's say there's something, just hypothetically, that the world's coming to an end or something like that, and we have a chance to save it. I'll see you there. The council will form, and see, that's what I kind of feel like we're heading towards. Like things are going to get bad, and we need people that are going to be there to kind of keep people locked down, you know. So the council. I feel like every time I go to bed, that's what I do. I'm like a part of the council, and then I wake up and I'm like, shit, I'm back here again. Meet you there. Yeah, we'll be there. You'll be there. I'll be there. It's just whenever we're called to do it, we'll be there. And maybe, you know, I just thought about that, and that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because we are here for a reason, you know, some of us anyway, or everybody anyway. But no, yeah, when it's time, I'll see you there. That makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. Sleeper cells, you know that term, sleeper cells. Like, okay, when God says it's time, he pushes that button. It's gonna be time, as long as we know we aren't alone. Yeah. It's a lonely place sometimes, you guys. You could be around 1 million people every single day and still feel like there's no one there, right? But it's happening. I guess you know, JOA, the point is to enjoy the good times while we can, and that's all I've been doing with my family, stuff like that, family and friends. I just been trying to enjoy the good times while I can, because when things get tough, these are going to be the people that we need, or we're gonna have to stick together. You know, just rebuild those relationships if you can with people. If you got kids out there, grandkids, see your babies, hug on your babies, love them, tell them the truth about stuff. So that's what I've been trying to do, you know. But something is coming, and I'm not saying it's going to be something bad. But something is coming, and we just have to remember who loves us, remember who's there. We are going to be called, though, one day at a time. Don't think too far into the future. That makes us anxious. Again, it's a balancing act. You're right. Thank you for that. Because I can do that. You know, well, and that's the crazy part. So like I can see, I'm a seer. I believe I'm a seer anyways. So I can see things, but things can change because it's fluid. You know what I mean? It's fluid. So I try not to get myself too caught up in what I see because it could change. If we change, you know, it's fluid. It can change at the drop of a dime. So yeah, you're right. Don't get too far ahead of myself. So yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. What's going on, Spirit? It is fluid. Yeah, it can change. Yeah, you're right. It's a crazy thing to be connected to this place and be connected to everybody and stuff like that. And people don't really understand what that is. Sometimes they don't. Some people do. A lot of us do, but everybody doesn't. And so, yeah, we got these big ass hawks that fly around here. So, well, that wasn't a hawk, obviously, but birds and butterflies. Nature's telling us everything we need to know. I don't know, you guys. But we'll be all right. We'll stick together. I'll see you at the council meeting. I'm pretty sure you'll be there. I know definitely I will. So, but I hope everybody has a good start to their morning. Sending good vibes. Thank you, Nicole. Thanks, sending them right back to you, baby. But I hope that everybody's all right this morning. You know. But that's it. I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Today's the first day of the state fair, so I'm trying to get my ass out there so I can go get me some food. I'm trying to get out there so I can go eat. So we'll see what happens. But I'll check back in with you guys. We're gonna talk about some things, I suppose. Go for some more walks. But I love you. I pivot to humor and nature to center myself after overwhelming. Yeah, thank you. I needed it this morning too. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all for being here. Because yeah, sometimes this world it's a big place, but we're not alone. So, but I'll talk to you guys later. I'm about to make me a cup of coffee. I'll watch some TV or the news, check and see what's going on in the world, and I will check with you guys later. All right. I love you. Thank you very much for the walk this morning. Bye.